Hey guys, I'm going to be walking you through how to set up a new document inside InDesign. And if you're following along based off of our Canvas course, you'll find some document parameters that are listed inside of your Canvas course. And if you're watching this video, chances are you probably have clicked on the video from the Canvas course. But if not, I'll be walking you guys through the parameters that I'm going to be using as I set the document up. It's pretty self-explanatory and pretty straightforward. So let's go through, and I have InDesign already fired up because I was working with it earlier today. And this is the problem with two monitors. My dock went up to the other side. There we go. Okay, so there it goes. Come back. Okay, the dock is not back, but InDesign is back, folks. So that's good. Whenever you open InDesign, you can see some of the things that I've been working on in the past. So I'm going to click Create New. And when I click Create New, that's going to bring up my new document panel, which is being really slow right now. Any recent document sizes that I've used will be stored here. And then any saved document sizes that I like to use on a regular basis will be stored here. And recent and all of those things have been kind of cleared out because I really don't use them too much. But let's go through and set up a document. All right, I can go through and name my document from this right here. I'm just going to name it demo file. And then right here, the first thing that I like to change is not the first box, okay? I like to go through and change my units, because if I've been asked to do something in the standard measurement scale of inches, then I'd like to go through under units and choose inches. Now, if you were working anywhere else in the world, you'd probably be working on the metric system, but this video is being made in America, and for some reason we use inches. So everything has kind of been punched in, but I'll show you guys what to do here. It likes to remember everything you've done. So 8.5 by 11 was the last document that I made in InDesign, which ironically is the same size document that we're working with. So you could go through here and type in 8.5, and you don't need to include the IN. Just punch on to the next box, and it'll automatically populate that as IN. And like I said, the reason I like to change these units first is if I was still in picas and I hit 8.5 like this, guys, that is not going to give me the correct size that I'm looking for. Okay, so be in inches if you're designing in inches. If you're designing in millimeters, centimeters, anything else, make sure you're in the correct units first. And then orientation, I'm going to choose portrait because I want it to be 8.5 wide, 11 tall. If I choose landscape, then obviously I would have an 11-inch wide by 8.5 tall document. But I want to be portrait because that's pretty standard for us. I'm going to choose 4 pages. And then I'm going to choose this box that says facing pages. And what facing pages does for us is give us the ability to be able to see 2 pages sitting next to each other. So whenever you open a book or a magazine, and you open that first cover, you have pages 2 and 3 kind of sitting next to each other, in theory, okay? So 2 and 3 sitting next to each other, this gives me the ability to design from one page to another if I needed to. So by having facing pages selected, this is going to give my document the ability to have page 2 and page 3 sitting next to each other, kind of simultaneously, so that they look good whenever I'm designing them together. I don't want to have to spend time trying to line things up on page 2 and page 3 whenever they're sitting underneath each other. So this is going to put them right next to each other. And then right here under margins, this chain link right here is going to either make your margins all consistent, whether or not it's selected or not. So if I have it selected and then I come over here to any one of these boxes and change the number by increasing or decreasing or typing a number in, it will automatically populate by clicking to the next box, all of them to be the same. I'd like for them all to be 1-inch margins. It's a little bit large, but we'll work with that. That way you guys can see it in the small size. The next one is bleed. And then same thing here. I'm going to use the same size bleed here, which again, 0.25 is a rather large bleed, but I wanted to bring that up to you guys so you guys could see it. So let's just go ahead and click create. And I'm going to zoom out here, and indeed we have a 4-page document at 8.5 by 11. I can see my rulers up here at 8.5, and then if I was to measure over here, I would be at 11. And then here's page 2 and 3. These are our facing pages, okay? So this spread here allows us to see what our reader is going to see And we'll talk about that more in detail here in the coming lessons. But there you go, guys. That's how to set up an InDesign file. Hope you enjoyed it. It's relatively simple, but if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And thanks for watching.